Alright, so today we're sharpening my chainsaw blade. This blade is very dull. I've hit a couple rocks with this, and some people sharpen just with the file on its own. Some people like to use this guide. I actually do like using this guide here, so I'm gonna actually pop this in. I find it helps me focus on a backward pressure going this way instead of a downward pressure. The metal you want to take off is and then of course there are some lines on here that show you, this would, lining it up with the chain, this would be a 35-degree angle cut, this would be a 25-degree, this would be a 30-degree. Really honestly, I just look at the angle of the existing tooth and I try and just match it. And I do find the guide helps me anyways. For some other people, they might not use the guide. And essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just applying backwards pressure this way, because that's how the tooth, that's how you want to sharpen the tooth. The other thing that you have to be mindful of is the rake. So this being the tooth and this is the rake. The rake tells you how deep the tooth will cut. Now I'm not lowering this tooth to the point where, just looking at it, I can see that the tooth is higher than the rake, so there's no big deal there. I'm just going to keep cutting this tooth back until it's sharp. And I just basically I just use my finger, see if it's sharp. The tooth is now sharpened, so on to the next tooth. Every second tooth will be in the opposite, sort of the other way around, so I just sharpen the teeth that are facing my direction for the first pass, and the second pass I'll do the teeth facing in the other direction. So that's really straightforward, and it basically takes me about 20 minutes to sharpen a blade, or sorry, a chain. Each tooth takes me, well, you'll see, I'm kind of going a little slower just for the sake of the video, but yeah, that one's pretty much done. Could use a bit more. This is a blade is in rough shape. I've hit a couple rocks with this, so it's good. So basically, it's pretty straightforward, just one tooth at a time. There's going to be all kinds of debate on the internet about how to do this, but this is how I do it, and I find it's always worked for me. There's only so many times you can sharpen a blade before you have to get a new one. You'll find that you start kind of actually cutting into the chain links themselves after it's been sharpened too many times. But yeah, for the most part, pretty straightforward. And again, I'm just applying backwards pressure here. And the rakes don't need adjusting. Okay, so I'll end the video there. Pretty short and sweet today, but these chainsaw sharpening files can be picked up at any hardware store. Usually they come with the saw, and again you can use them with the guide or without. Some people do it without. I actually prefer using the guide, but anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Who do we have here? That's Zoe. Good girl. Who's a good girl? She's always a good girl. She had a nice walk this morning. Yeah. She got brushed. She got brushed too. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe she needs to have her ears cleaned. She's been... Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we went for a nice walk this morning.